welcome to the session 4 of our reconnaissance module. In this session, we'll be going to learn about who is lookup, name servers, mail servers, SPF record, DMARC record, and email lookups. So without wasting our time, let's dig into who is lookup. So when we talk about who is lookup means to gather the information about the target where the information will be all about the registrant, when the domain was registered, up to when domain is registered, and what was its last modification and all other stuff. So we have got two different ways for doing who is lookup. First way is to use online tools. So when we talk about online tools, there are so many online tools which we can use as a who is lookup. So just simply Google search who is lookup and you will gather almost all of those domains which are of our requirement. So I'll be using only topmost four searches over here. And first one is who is domains tools domain tools.com. So I'll be mentioning here who is lookup. So for this thing, I'll be using first this domain, and in this domain, I'll be just entering the whole domain name, that is megacorp1.com, since that was our scope, and click on search. So it's gonna take some amount of time. Sometimes they will be asking you to confirm you are not a bot, you are a human. Okay, the very first one confirmed does the same thing. So I'm not a robot, definitely I'm not a robot, I am a human. So let's click on go, and here we'll be getting this information, that is registrant is Alan Grofield, registrant organization is Megacorp1, registrant country is US, then the registrar is this. Scroll down, you will get more information, that is this domain is these many days old. It was first created on 22nd of February 2013. It will be expiring on 22nd of January 2024, and it was last updated on 15th of June 2021. It has got some name servers as well. Now, what name servers are and what they are used for will be covering later in this today's session. Again, if you will be checking out, we'll be having an ASN, that is autonomous synchronous number or autonomous system number, which is allocated to a specific organization for all of the hosting. So in our case, this ASN number is being allocated to OVH hosting, and which was registered on February 15, 2001. Scrolling down, we'll be getting all this information, and they have also given the title of the website, and the server type is Apache. Operating system is Debian, having a version of Apache 2.4.38. So if you will scroll down, you will get the same information but in raw format. Same thing we will be using to search over here. That's our second domain which we'll be using for searching our information over megacorp1.com, and you will be getting all the same information, just the difference will be the structure of the output in which you will be grabbing all other informations. Let's give it megacorp1.com and click on lookup, and on the last one also, this one, who is domain.com who is /who is. Let's give the information here as well, megacorp1.com. So we will be providing, again it is asking us to fill in the captcha, and it's gonna take a little time, and again you will be getting the same information which you received in the previous informations. So all of the informations will be quite same. Now apart from this thing, what we can actually do is we can go for offline tool, but which also requires an internet connection, and name of the tool is who is. Who is the tool which will be there inside your terminal, that is either in your Linux or in Unix system. So let's give it who is space megacorp1.com. Hit enter and you will be getting all of the same information. Check out Alan Grofield, Megacorp1, their address, their name servers are quite present over here. So that's how you can gather who is information using your Linux or using your Unix terminal. Moving further, we got a name server. Now, servers, we all might have heard that we have got a server which is used to run other internet programs. They could be either a software or hardware, which are also used for managing the requests as well as the responses. So, what name servers are? Simply put, name server organize a route traffic across the internet. So, let's say we have got 2 points, point A and point B. So by default, we'll be having just one default way for reaching from point A to point B. So there will be so much traffic across. So what people did, they created multiple ways for going from point A to point B, which will decrease the traffic in each route and everyone will be able to traverse from point A to point B in a shorter amount of time as compared to just one path. When you enter a website name in your browser and hit the enter, your browser starts a process of decoding the website you are looking for and route your traffic to the right web server. The name server sits in the middle of the process, holding of all the records for which websites are located. So it means a website can have one name server, two name servers, or multiple name servers of n number. So let's check out how can we check out these name servers. Though we just find out using the whois information, there are three name servers for this Megacorp1. So basically, if you will be doing a whois lookup for any domain, you will be able to find out all the name servers in whois lookup. But specifically, we have got certain tools for finding out the name servers. So let's try to go for and to look out for the name servers of the specific web application. So let's give it here megacorp1.com. Click on DNS lookup. So it will be giving us the name servers which are quite present over there. And here it is. Okay, so I guess there is some issue. Let's go with www.megacorp1.com. So we are getting some information, but none of them is showing us the information about name server. Let's give it megacorp corpone.com. So we have got this online tool, that is MX Toolbox, which will be help you us in finding this thing, the whole name server. Let's go for it, megacorp1.com, and hit the enter key. And it's gonna give you the whole information. Though it's not gonna give you whole information, it will be just giving you only and only one name server through which you will be routing. Now, if we want to find out whole of the name servers, we are having a specific utility tool in our terminals. That is, either you can use the Linux terminal or you can use the Unix terminal, and the utility is host space hyphen t, which means transaction space ns. Ns means name servers, and you need to give the whole domain name. Let's go for megacorp1.com and hit the enter key. So what it's going to give you is it will be giving you all of the name servers. Further, if you want to grab the IP address of these name servers, you can easily grab the IP address of these name servers using the host command, like host space www.megacorp1.com. You will be getting the IP address of megacorp1.com. You can just change from www to ns1.megacorp1.com. Again, the IP address is here. You can again change it to name server 2, and again you will be having a different IP address. Apart from it, go for the third name server and you will be having a different IP address over here. So that's how you can gather all sort of information from this utility tool. Moving towards, apart from these name servers, we have got mail server. Now when we talk about mail server, mail servers are also known as mail transfer agent, mail transport agent, mail router, internet mailer. Their name are known as by these different names. Basically, a mail server is an application that receives incoming email from local users and remote senders and forwards outgoing message for delivery. A computer dedicated to running these applications is also called a mail server. So basically, in simple terms, when we are going to put about the mail servers, these are the servers or these are the devices placed at the backend of a website or a web application which are responsible for the delivery of a mail or sending or receiving of a mail. Now these are quite important. Sometimes you can find the vulnerability in those mail servers. So let's try to find out all these mail servers. Again, we have got two different options. First, you can go for an online tool on MX Toolbox for mail server lookup. Let's go for megacorp1.com and hit the enter key. So here you will be able to see all the mail servers which are allocated or which are dedicated for providing mailing services to our megacorp1.com. Here it is. As you can see, we have got fb.mail.gandy.net. Second, we have got spool.mail.gandy.net, mail.megacorp1.com, mail2.megacorp1.com. And again, they will provide you with the specific IP addresses as well. That is, for fb.mail.gandy.net 217.70.178.215. For spool.mail.gandy.net we have got 217.70.178.1. For mail.megacorp1.com we have got 51.222.169.212. And the last one, mail2.megacorp1.com, we have got 51.222.169.230. Same way, you can use our host utility again for finding the information about mail server. That is host space hyphen t, that is the transaction of mail server, that is MX. Give the domain name megacorp1.com and again you will be provided with those mail servers over here. Again, you can also have the IP addresses of these mail servers as well. Host space fb.mail.gandy.net, then host space spool.mail.gandy.net, then we have got megacorp1.com. We have got mail2.megacorp1.com. So likewise, you can grab all the informations about your mail servers. Proceed to our next information gathering, that is our SPF records. SPF record plays a very good and major role while sending some email. So let's read about SPF. It is a sender policy framework. It is an email authentication technique which is used to prevent spammers from sending messages or mails on behalf of your domain. With SPF, an organization can publish authorized mail servers together with the DMARC related information. This gives the receiver information on how trustworthy the origin of an email is. So here we need to check whether the web application is having a valid SPF record published or not. If not, then what can be done? If yes, then it's perfectly good for the security. So ultimately, SPF record is basically used for providing or so from preventing spammers from sending certain spamming mails. So for this, we have got a very good web application, that is MX Toolbox, for providing SPF Lookup. Here, keep the domain name. Let's go for megacorp1.com and search for SPF record lookup. And it says no SPF record found. When it says no SPF record found, plus let's check out for the next one. We'll be doing these two things at a very specific manner. Second one is your DMARC record. DMARC stands for Domain Based Message Authentication, Reporting and Conformance. It is a DNS text record that can be published for a domain to control what happens if a message fails authentication. That means the recipient server cannot verify that the message sender is who they say they are. So basically, this record is used for preventing phishing mails to come. So these two records are necessary for the email server for preventing spamming as well as for preventing phishing. If something like this happen, we can use, or if we found like there is no SPF record or no DMARC record, then the only thing which we can use here is to send some phishing mails from, or to send some fake mails from a third party web application or third party mail server. If the mail is received in the inbox, then it means this is a vulnerability, and major of the times this vulnerability can give you a bounty on a public disclosure platforms. Let's search the domain. I'm not a robot. Validate DNS. We could not find a DMARC record. So since we do not have a DMARC record, we do not have a SPF record, in that case we will try to send a fake mail. And how we can send some fake mail? We have got .cz fake mailer. So there are so many fake mailers which you can use, but this one is widely used for sending certain fake mails. So from name I can send it from, let's say, okay, let's try to send the information from someone. Let's say from Joe Sheet we will be sending. From name Joe Sheet. From email address I will be using this email address. 2, let's say we can send it to any person. Let's use tempmail.org. So it's a temporary mail. I will be using all these kind of mail services over here so that things could be easily visible. So that's the mail which we are receiving. So put it here, subject promotion. I don't want to attach a file. Let's say hello detox technology. Your organization has been promoted. Thank you, Joe. Click on send. And let's wait. It says email sent successfully. Let's check out our temp mail and check out it's already there from Joshi promotion mail, and you won't find any single glitch in this mail, and you won't find any other information as well. So it says Joshi's information has been there and it's been received on this specific date and time period. So for things like this, you can report in any of those web application by doing the same thing. Same thing as in while doing all of this kind of searches, you can just grab the information and you can report to the public disclosure or to the organization themselves, or to a full disclosure or responsible disclosure, which can lead you to get a certain specific bounty. Apart from this thing, what we can actually do is we can also go for certain mail lookups. Now for grabbing email lookups, what do we mean by exact word email lookups? Now from the last session we gathered this thing, like there are so many emails which we found there. First email, second email, third is for Trivera, and the fourth is for Mr. Matt Smith. So there might be some other mails or some other data from other organizations. So what we can actually go for is the very first tool is phonebook.cz. Here you can grab the information about domains, you can grab all the email addresses. Let's enter a domain, that is megacop1.com, and let's try to search all the email. It has got only one email, mike at the rate megacop1.com. So rather let's try to search certain other emails of certain other organization. Recently there was a public disclosure program, that is cake.app. I can just use that application and I have got three different mails from it. If you will click on any of those mail and open those mail, it will be using Intel X for searching whether there is a breach of certain information or not. Or in other words, let's go for zomato.com. Let's wait. And there are so many emails of zomato.com, and click on any of those emails. Let's go for jogender.kumar at zomato.com. Let's go for amit.kushwa at zomato.com, and let's try to find out. Their email has been leaked from ghostbin.co. I guess their password might have also been breached. Again, for the another one, that is amit.kushwaha at zomato.com, his credentials are leaked at these positions or with this information. Now that's a hashed password for specific emails, so we need to search this kind of information over here. Now, apart from this thing, what we can actually go for, we can go for pawned or not. That is, have I been pawned? This have I been pawned will be something which we will be using for finding whether the email addresses have been actually breached or not. You can try your own email address as well. Let's copy it. Let's paste the email address and search it out. It says good news, no pawnage found. Let's try to input this all in this second email over here. And let's try to see. It says there are pawnage found in 2 data breaches. It means this email has been breached twice in the whole lifetime till date where the data has been breached. Now let's try to check out. First one is in Ixigo, that is in January 2019, and data compromise was authentication tokens, device information, email addresses, genders, names, passwords, phone numbers, salutations, social media profiles, and usernames. Second is in Zomato in May 2017, where the compromised data is email addresses, passwords, and usernames. Not only this, I can also check out where the specific user has been registered. So for this, I will be using tools.apios.com, where you can search for different emails. So let's try to give some information. So I will just use a random Gmail. Let's go for palvinder@gmail.com. Sorry, I forgot to confirm that I am a robot. Sorry, I am not a robot, I am a human. Let's wait for a couple of moments. Within few seconds, it's gonna fetch the information where this person has created his account with this specific Gmail. Check out palvinder@gmail.com. The image is this. Name is Palvinder Singh. Google ID is something last updated on this date. His latest map contribution, that is Google Map contribution. Then if you will scroll down, you will find like this Palvinder has registered himself on Zoho, Twitter, Spotify, Samsung, MySpace, Google, Amazon, and Adobe. So likewise, you can find all of your information, and if you will scroll down, you will find the Skype information of Mr. Palvinder as well. So these so these are all the information where you can search all about the who is lookups, mail server lookups, name server lookups, and other information like this. Thank you for being a wonderful audience for me. I hope you got the things in a very crystal clear manner. Have a nice day. We'll see you in the next session. Bye bye.